How to enter the spiritual mountain of God. The way mountains are formed in the natural realm are totally different from how they are formed or manifest in the spirit realm. Mountains in the natural or the earth realm are formed from the earth's tectonic plates smashing or clashing together. The way this is done is way beneath the earth crust, and it's made up of many multiple tectonic plates. These plates have been moving around beneath the earth since the beginning of time. The result of these tectonic plates crumpling and smashing together form huge slabs of rocks being pushed up into the air, and this is what we call mountains. What God showed me was different. What I saw in the spirit realm of God's mountains was totally different from what we know of in the earth. So in the spirit realm, the mountains of God are formed and created by what I call voice activation. Voice activation. The voice of God, as spoken of in Psalm 29, is what manifests mountains in the spirit or in the spiritual realm. They appear instantly. They appear by God's decrees and commands. They are very alive. And I have seen them even shift and move. God's mouth is what creates the mountains. It's his mouth, it's his voice. And then it would seem as though it's the hands of his angels that forms them and put them in place. The spiritual mountaintop or dwelling place is a term that the Spirit of God spoke to me about 23 years ago. I heard the voice of God saying to me one day, come up to my mountaintop. I was somewhat shaken, and I felt as though, what is God saying? What does this mean? I felt the very core of my being shaken, because he had never before invited me there, never invited me to his mountain. However, without hesitation, as I said yes to the Father, as something within me began to shift and shake, and I felt my spirit as it were moving swiftly upward, and I was being ushered into what appeared to be the heavenly realm of God. This was a peaceful place. And although it was a new place, I knew that it was in the heavenly realm of God. And it seemed to have been even elevated higher than the heavens. And it was above where I believe God's throne was. The glory in that place was unbelievable. The words are very difficult to even articulate. But I knew that I was in a peaceful realm with God, high above the highs and high above the highest highs. The closest relation to the mountain may be what we know as the secret place. And that's the best way I can describe it. Because with the natural eye or mind, it is not attainable. But with the spiritual mind and the spiritual eye, I knew that I was in a place that was only reserved for God and those that he permitted to be there. According to Psalm 91, he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So I felt very strong in my spirit. This must have been that place. It represented the abiding presence of God. I finally began to understand what God calls his dwelling place, his mountains. And I realize that he only calls and permits those to enter there whom he desires into his mountain. He gives instructions and divine orders. And from that place, volumes and chapters pertaining to life are uttered, and they are formed and sealed for the appointed day that he desires. The mounting place of God, the dwelling place of God, the secret place of God. Oh, how I long to stay there. But it's not to stay. It is only to go and to come as the Father would bid you to go and to come. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you for your mountaintop experience. Thank you for your mountain place. Thank you.